It's 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon. Shift change at the VW factory in Emden. Has the emissions scandal left workers here fearing for their jobs?
My
husband's been working here for 25 years. He says the mood is still good. People are sticking together. What else can I say? They're a great team.
Our jobs are at stake. What are we supposed to do? We haven't got much choice.
The dodgy software was also installed in diesel cars here in Emden. These days, the new Passat B8 is rolling off the assembly line, including a model that has a hybrid engine. After Volkswagen, the loading hall is the town's main employer. Millions of cars are shipped from here to the rest of the world. Jochen Zempf worked at Volkswagen for over 30 years. He's been coming here every day since he retired. The emission scandal took him by surprise.
Just a few weeks ago, VW was a leading car maker. It had overtaken the Japanese. But then the scandal happened. What can you do? People are greedy. They always want more. Higher production numbers, bigger earnings. That's what you get.
Emden is a pleasant town on the North Sea. It has a population of 50,000. Volkswagen has been making cars here for 50 years. People like to meet at the weekly market for a chat. Bernd Renken works on the local council. Since the emissions scandal broke, it's been the main topic of discussion. VW is Emden's primary employer and also its biggest taxpayer.
It was a shock when we heard the news from the U.S. We're not talking economic difficulties here or sales problems. This is fraud. There could be criminal consequences. There could be damage claims. We didn't see this coming. I don't think anyone is privately gloating over what's happened.
Horst Janke is Emden's city treasurer. He knows the city's finances backward and forward. Last year, VW paid a record sum of $70 million in tax. That's about a third of Emden's revenue. The town relies on VW paying its taxes. But there won't be any more VW revenue coming in for the time being.
We're assuming that we'll have to introduce a law to secure the budget. What that means is that we'll have to go through our entire finances, examine our expenditures and our revenues, and decide on some serious austerity measures. We'll have to make cuts in a number of areas ranging from culture to the social sector. We'll be looking at everything. The cuts are inevitable.
Emden plans its budget 2 years in advance. That includes money for repairing dilapidated streets. This stretch of road alone cost $1.2 million. But now there won't be any money for these kinds of improvements. Horst Janke has earmarked 30 million euros for emergencies. And he may have to use it soon. But he hopes VW will make it through the crisis.
VW is a very well-positioned company with an excellent product. The Passat B8 is being manufactured in Emden. It's an outstanding vehicle. I can't imagine that sales are going to be affected. And I hope that the problem will soon be resolved and that the people who deliberately manipulated emissions test results will be held accountable.
The factory workers also hope that the crisis will pass, so they can concentrate once again on doing what they do best, making cars.